Hey guys, welcome back. It's time to take a look at some stolen cards. And yes, this wasn't stolen like a mega super in advance, but it seems like it was a little over a month before the set release. And yeah, we got a little insider in the DMs that we'll take a look at. It looks like this person has a friend or an acquaintance that is stealing stuff from the factory, and you'll say, how do you know it's from the factory? And it's a lot of the same. It's the same song and dance every time. I'm gonna give this we're gonna give him a little phone call. We're gonna ask him about what's going on. He's going to play dumb with us a little bit. I really hope he does consider the advice that this is a bad idea, that he should relay the information. He kind of said that he's not in touch with the person anymore, but he says that it's a friend when he's talking to other people. So I don't know exactly what to believe. I think maybe he was BSing me a little bit on the phone, but we caught him off guard. He might have been just waking up, even though it was 9 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes people are sleepy and and they can't recall what's going on. So same old song and dance with this stolen product. Early cards and stuff like that. Yes, it is just Pokemon cards, but guys, please, I know I'm on repeat. I'm like a broken record saying this, but we had people that leaked the Sword and Shield guidebook, just photos of it from the facility where it was printed, and they got the old lawsuit from Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. So yes, there is serious repercussions. Usually those serious repercussions for the person that's actually stealing from work or taking photos of stuff at work is proprietary. Yes, we've seen the Japanese equivalent of this at this point in time, so maybe it's less severe. But don't get me wrong here. If you steal from work, you're gonna get fired. If you steal from work and it's the Pokemon Company or Nintendo, yeah, you're the amount of risk it for the biscuit. There's not very much biscuit. There's a whole lot of risk it. Be careful, please. I don't want to see somebody. Yes, they made a poor judgment. They made a poor decision stealing from work. Don't do it. Don't be Dr. Applesauce either or Seismic Shock. Don't buy stolen cards, because you're encouraging people to do this. If there isn't a secondary market for it, the same reason that CGC shouldn't put that stupid inadvertent early release. I haven't seen many of those recently. Maybe they stopped doing that. Maybe they figure out, hey, we shouldn't encourage people to steal from work because they're going to ruin their lives. Yes. Should it be enforced? I don't know what the protocol is exactly at the Pokemon Company or at the print facility. Essentially, the print facility, who is now owned by Pokemon, in under an umbrella, has to answer to Pokemon, the Pokemon Company, when stuff gets stolen, when stuff gets leaked. There's trouble. So the smackdown comes. They press on to the print facility. The print facility will hire a private investigator that will show up to your house. I know recently we had the Pinkertons coming after people that had the stolen Magic the Gathering stuff. It's the same thing. It's not a good idea. Just wait for the set to come out. You do not need to make a couple extra bucks working there. It is not worth the risk. Now, hopefully my phone call has straightened this up. Hopefully they understand what's going on here. The individual that's selling this shit follows me, probably has seen my videos about stolen product before. I asked him about it. He didn't. It's weird. It's weird that he didn't know. We got all kinds of savings here. So here's the card in question, and he did mention being able to get other stuff. We have Poke_Collector 311, the Atlanta's Aid. Very beautiful card, but please, guys, resist the urge to buy a stolen copy. It probably will not be $100. Don't buy the stolen one for $100. Don't buy the stolen one, even if it's a good deal. Do not buy stolen anything. It's just a bad idea. So here is the perpetrator in question, and hopefully he's learned his lesson. Hopefully, our boy Garrett here is no longer going to buy stolen goods. He's no longer going to sell stolen goods for the individual that took these from the print facility. Now, I say it's a print facility. I can't confirm that 100%, but rest assured, if I can quickly find out who's selling this stuff, where they're from, what they're doing, get their phone number, give them a call, tell them not to do it, you can be damn sure that the PI that's actually being paid to specifically do this sort of thing has probably already got that information. If they don't, they can easily find it. We got another little photo here. We got a link tree. Remember to go to the link tree down in the description. These videos are brought to you by the Rattle Pokemon link tree. You can find all kinds of discount codes. Pretty sweet. Save some money on the stuff that you're going to buy anyway. All stuff that I would recommend and or that I purchase from personally. Awesome stuff. Remember, guys, use the code RATTLE5 on Troll and Toad. Save yourself 5%. Support the channel at the same time. Card market. awesome channel partner now to have. If you're from Europe, you should be shopping there. If you don't have friends from Europe and you want stuff that's Europe only, make a friend and get them on the card market. Usually much cheaper than trying to get stuff shipped over from eBay if you're buying individual stuff. Lots of cool exclusives, I guess, over there that you should be checking out. Now, Millennium Print Group, now owned by the Pokemon Company. So I think they still work pretty independently. I would imagine that the majority, if not all, of the Pokemon cards are now printed by Millennium. They were kind of dabbling all over the place. Maybe if there's like enough demand that they're printing for other companies as well. But I'd be surprised if much, if anything, is printed outside of Millennium. If anyone has more information on that, I would love to hear it. But here we go. If we go into like the career section, you can get a pretty good idea of where all the facilities are. We got North Carolina. If you see Pokemon cards that have come out and is way in advance, they're probably stolen, and they're probably stolen from the print facility. Now, you know my rule. If it's more than a month in advance of the set release, I mean, you can tell kind of what products they are too. If there's ETBs, then those are a big no-no. But probably print facility is my guess of where this was stolen. They also have storage facilities and a transit and all that kind of stuff where stuff can be stolen along the lines. But at this point in time, it's stolen. There's no way, there's no possible way for any store to actually have this in stock to be just breaking street date, which is also a no-no. If you're a store, you don't want to be doing that. If you get caught doing that, your distributor is going to crack down on you, because guess what? The Pokemon Company is going to crack down on them. It's just a bunch of cracking down. You got the meter stick. It's like a meter stick. It's like the school teacher with the sexy little skirt, and she's get the meter stick, but it's the Pokemon Company is like the biggest teacher with the meter stick, and then you have like distributor or whoever else is handling this stuff. It goes down the line, and you are at the end of it, and you are going to get the hardest whack of the meter stick if you're the person that's stealing from work. Please understand that, guys. I know it's cardboard. I say this on the phone call. I know it's cardboard. Stay tuned for the phone call. The phone call's coming. I'll put that at the end of the video here. I know it's cardboard, but it was a guidebook. It was paper. It was pictures of paper. It doesn't matter. You can don't do it. Please, guys. Common sense. And I know that there's certain people that will not understand this. Certain people that will kind of ignore it if they can buy it, sell it, make a quick buck. But yeah. So we have the old Instagram here. Apparently, he is not following me on his trading card Instagram, but he is following me on his private Instagram, which is interesting stuff. And so that's why I'm kind of thinking, hey, if you're only following 102 people and you're following me, you probably know what's going on here when I give you a phone call. Now we got the old Twitter, and again, not advertising any of the stolen goods on here, only on eBay. But again, it all links back to you. Like, it's very easy if you sell stuff on eBay and they want to access who you are, where you are, what you're doing. They can do it much easier than I can. If law enforcement or anything like that gets involved, guess what? There's a juicy trail because you took a payment of some kind. You probably have DMs that we're going to take a look at where you're telling people who you are, what your other socials are. Not a good idea. Pretty bad idea. So here we go. We got, can he get more? I will save you on my sellers list. And so here he's talking about the individual who is stealing from work, who is able to, maybe, but it varies per set. Follow and message me here. Thanks. Are you interested in this card? So this is a big no-no. David Person, he's pretty dumb. He's going to tell you to take transactions off of eBay. If you take a transaction off of eBay, never mention it on eBay through eBay DMs. If you see something, if you see that there's someone cool that's selling something, and you really hate to pay eBay fees, don't message them on eBay asking them about it. Just go message them somewhere else. If you can't find them somewhere else, if they're not on Instagram or whatever, you probably want to just do it through eBay regardless. But if for some reason, again, only do that if you trust somebody. I guess even with goods and services, you got to be careful that you don't mention you're reselling. It's a whole thing. If you better be saving a lot of fees to decide to do that. But chances are, if somebody's selling if they're a big seller on eBay, They might not have time for dealing with you wanting to go off the platform, but also they probably have an account with the exact same name. That it's weird to me that some people don't. Like, if you're gonna make accounts, if you're gonna make Pokemon accounts, name them all the same thing. There's so many people that have, like, it's like G-Baller 69 on one platform, the other platform they're like 420 Blaze It Poke Cards to the extreme. I don't get it. Just pick something. Be consistent. All right, so what do we got here? We have got a friend who works for them. Asking about how you got the stuff early. Yeah, be careful. Your friend is going to get himself in a lot of shit. He's going to get fired. Bare minimum. He's going to get fired. Worst things can happen. Believe me when I say they can. Again, lawsuit to the extreme. Pokemon Company, if they decide to set an example now where they own the print facility, the printing company, could be bad. We have a Poke Collector 311, and thank you to PokeKid for sharing these DMs. Could you provide pictures? It's clean. It's a 9 or 10. Are you gonna grade it? Again, just be patient. Like, most of this stuff, all of this stuff, there's no reason to want it to have it early. Like, if you show this off that you got it early, all you're doing basically is ratting yourself out as somebody that buys stolen product. That's kind of what it comes down to. You might as well rename yourself Dr. Applesauce Seismoshock 69. All right, so we got some more DMs here before we get into the call itself. Talking about eBay, talking about what the price is, talking about what you're selling. Again, please, you don't need to do this. Don't do it. It's not worth it. And again, is the person that's selling it for the other person going to get in trouble? No. Are they going to end up with a private investigator at their door telling them, hey, hand over the stuff? Probably. Especially when it's right there. It's like, they will show up. We've seen it. They will 100% show up. And then you probably don't have the item. You probably get in trouble. And I mean, if you decide not to work with them, then you can probably get in trouble for that. But chances are, most of the time, every time that I've seen, everyone just hands the stuff over. Because it's like, oh shit, I'm caught. I have stolen goods. Whether you purchase them, whether you're just selling them for someone else, you don't want to put yourself in that position. We got more DMs here if people want to read through it, but it's just kind of negotiating on what's going on. He knows that the set hasn't come out yet. He's been selling for 7 years, so there's no excuse for it. Here's the phone call. I'll leave you guys with that. Thanks for tuning in. Join the Discord. Bye.
Hello?
Hello, is this Garrett?
No. Who's this?
How's it going? I'm just wondering, do you watch Rattle Pokemon videos by any chance?
No.
No? Okay. Can we chat for a minute? Sorry if I woke you up.
Yeah, what's this about?
Yeah, I just wanna talk to you about the stolen cards that you're selling.
What, I mean, I don't, what do you want from me about
No,
it?
I just want you to consider not doing it, I guess. It's
Okay.
like, I'm not going to do anything to you, but in terms of, like, selling them for someone else, I think the biggest issue is the fact that the person that's stealing them is going to get in trouble, like potentially serious trouble. Like, you might end up with, like, a private eye show up and take the cards from you, but it's more about the person that potentially kind of, lose their job, ruin their life,
I got you.
that kind of thing. So,
Yeah, I got you.
if you want to reconsider that, I think it'd be in the best interest of everyone.
Yeah, no problem. I mean,
I know it's only Pokemon cards, but at the same time, like, the Pokemon Company, Nintendo in general, like, clearly you can't steal from work. That's a big no-no, and will get you fired from pretty well anywhere. But also just that there might be, like, legal action, criminal record kind of stuff for the person that's taking them.
Yeah. I get it. Well, the only thing I had on eBay is off eBay, so
Okay.
I mean,
The Lana.
nothing else I can really do.
Yeah. Can you, I don't know, would it be possible to talk to the person that's taking the stuff? Can you put me in touch with them?
I don't have that kind of information.
Okay. So you're like, is it like a back alley that you're meeting this person?
No, no.
Okay.
It's just a random account on Twitter that's no longer active. So, I mean, I've got them one time. It's gone now. Nothing I can really do about it. I don't have an address. I don't have a name. So
I was going to say, if you're still in touch with them, or if you're ever in touch with them, can you please tell them to knock it off? It's in their own best interest, but...
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care to do it.
Yeah, just like if it was easy for me to kind of track down where it's coming from, then like, then they have PIs that are going to do the same thing, and then they'll find out who was stealing from work, and it's kind of the same thing that happens over and over again.
Yeah, I understand. No problem.
Cool. All right. You have a good day. Thanks.
The message will be relayed.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Bye.